Okay, so we're here and we're going to try this new product called Steel It, which is a spray coating like a spray paint that actually has flakes of stainless steel in it. I've been told this stuff is tough as steel. That's why they call it Steel It, and we're going to give it a try, and I'm going to paint this rusty old shower grip and see what it looks like. So let's give it a go. First we got to prep the handle. So according to the instructions, we're supposed to clean this off. I've already washed this off and dried it. There's some rust on this handle that you can see if I bring it up on kind of both sides. Some corrosion and some rust. So we're going to take the wire brush and get any flaking off best we can. Both sides. Got a clean rag to kind of get the dust off of that. There's also a product that I like to use a lot called Wink, and it's a rust stain remover. That should help get rid of any of the surface rust. And you put a little bit on a Q-tip. Be careful, this stuff is not good stuff. It's kind of nasty. But you just put a little bit on here and dab it on. You can see how much comes off just there on the Q-tip. It'll get any sort of surface rust off. The stuff that's deep down and embedded inside the metal isn't going to come off, but at least the surface rust should come off. And as you can see, it's starting to come off really well, and it just kind of cleans that surface rust off for you. And we'll wipe that down. So you can see it did a pretty good job getting, a lot of that off of there. But there's still some down deep inside. We're just going to need to paint that to kind of get that covered over. So the instructions on the label say to wipe it with alcohol too. So I've got these little alcohol prep, and we'll just kind of wipe this down a little bit, clean it off. Get the back sides too. Okay, now we're going to be able to start painting. Okay, so we're going to give it a good spray with this. Steel It. It's all been prepped. We've washed it down, dried it off, steel brushed all the flakiness off, treated it for the rust, cleaned it off with alcohol swab. It's all dry and ready to go and prepped. So we'll give this a shot. And I'm just putting it on in short bursts. Kind of just coat it. And we'll get the ends here. And the other end. think that should do it. If the underside here too. Let's spin it and get the other underside. And then we'll let that dry here. Come back in a little while and see how it holds up. Okay, so it says dry to touch in about a half an hour and feels pretty good. But I did notice on the underside there's some spots that I missed here. So I'm going to rig up a stand where I can hang this and put another coat on the bottom side. Okay, so I've got it on a cable tie, kind of hanging from a rig that I've got here, a platform, and probably is the way I should have done this to begin with instead of having it flat down so I could get all the sides. But I'm going to give a light coat to the underside here. I think that should probably do it. It looks like I got it pretty good there. Yep. So we're going to let that dry and then we'll see how this all turns out. So here we are about 4 hours later, and it's dried to the touch, and you can see how nicely that's filled in, you know, where the rust was before. All nicely finished. This feels like a nice metal finish. It doesn't feel like paint. So it did a really good job. Now it's a darker gray stainless than a bright stainless, so you have to kind of be aware that that's the color you're going to get is more of a gray stainless feel. This is going to take 24 hours to fully cure, and then I think it's about a week or so, it says on the can, for this to completely set and get completely hard. So right now it's dry to the touch. I can handle it. I could put it on the shower wall if I wanted to, and by tomorrow afternoon, 24 hours will have gone by, I could probably use it. And then I also painted the screws that came with it, stuck them in a box, and these are, you know, dry to the touch as well. So these, you know, will fit down in here and it'll be a nice look in the shower. So anyway, that's the Steel It spray paint, stainless steel in a can. Beautiful stuff.